Hey guys, it's Mountain Walk, and today we're going to be talking a little bit about EDH, and this time it's Thraximundar. So yeah, this is definitely a sweet creature. It's a big, fast, hasty zombie thing that sacks things, and it gets all sorts of counters when your opponent sacks stuff. Pretty sweet, pretty fun. There's all sorts of blue and black stuff. I'm like, oh, I want to play all this sacrifice stuff, discard and sacrifice and all sorts of cool stuff like that. I think there's like 20, 30 cards I still want to get in here. I think there's like an animate dead and other stuff like that. A little bit more recursion, cool stuff. Anyways, yeah, this thing is sweet. So yeah, let's just get on with it. Let's get started. Okay, so let's get on with the lands. Again, pretty obvious stuff. Things just, utility lands, just stuff to do with extra mana. So Castle Vantress does that very well. Riptide Lab to reuse wizards. Desolate Lighthouse for looting. Reliquary Tower because we draw cards. Kamei Ruins, this will recur O-Stone and Crypt and stuff. And we got mana, so Tarn and Mire, and apparently I forgot to put Polluted Delta in here. Oh well, I got some pain lands. And I got some bounce lands. Definitely this deck's pretty mana hungry, so I figure these would be pretty good in here. Filter lands. Yep. About to filter out all my sorrows. M10 land things. Pretty sweet. Duels, of course, that you want to fetch up. Duels, there's shock lands, excuse me. They have the dual land types, but and then of course you got your tapped gold land things, and some untapped ones, and then yeah, these things all produce 5 colors of mana, or in this deck only 3 that we need, and of course sweet portal lands for my basics, because you can't really go wrong with portal lands. Either Portal 1 or Portal 2, it's hard to tell which one I like the best. But 2 of the mountains, 2 of the swamps, and then 4 of the islands. Look at that Drake. So right there. This one's got like a, look at that little hot air balloon. Who even knows what's going on? I like to pretend like I'm Bob Ross, a happy little weather balloon. Anyways, let's get on to the ramp. All right. Yep, soul rings, signets, some more signets. Again, nothing too weird. Chromatic Lantern to fix my mana occasionally. Coalition Relic because it's a good 3 mana ramp spell. Thran Dynamo, Gilded Lotus. Yeah, these are all obvious cards. So let's get to some of the more interesting stuff. How about some of the card selection? So we got Mystical Tutor, Merchant Scroll. I mean, yeah, these are cards that tutor for things. I guess I don't really need to tell you why I play them. Demonic Tutor. I guess they don't have personal or vampiric tutor in here. Those would be good too. Phyrexian Arena, Mystic Remora, Deep Analysis, Fact Fiction, and Future Sight. Yeah, I love Future Sight. I play it in pretty much every deck I can. Freaking sweet. And of course, Rhystic Study. So a lot of permanent sources of card advantage. Very nice. Okay, so let's get to some cutie creature dudes. So we want a lot of stuff that we want to like sack and recur. So like Solemn Simulacrum is good because it's the synergy with Academy Ruins is nice. I mean, it ramps too. Typically, this is not a card I play in a lot of decks, but like in this one where you want to, like if we want to recur some of our own stuff, Solemn Simulacrum is a good one to recur. Has triggers for entering and dying and all sorts of stuff, and is a pretty good card for slower decks. Buys you another turn and another card. So yeah, just does it all. So Duplicant, another good card to balance or whatever. Body Double, it's a clone. It's a clone that clones cards in graveyards, which is really cool. So like it's good after a Wrath. Typically clones aren't. Metamorph, again another clone, which is awesome. Consecrated Sphinx. Yeah, this card is sweet and draws you a lot of cards. Yeah. Glen Elendra Archmage, another wizard you can bounce. This thing is sweet. Just a bunch of negates, or 2 negates or more if you bounce it, which is sweet. Hellkite Tyrant. I love stealing people's treasures, which is artifact ramp in general. And of course, it can randomly win you the game. I don't think I've ever won the game with him before off the top of my head, but it is there. It is a possibility, and it's sweet, even though it's kind of like trinket text. Sower of Temptation. Yeah, more control magic. I love it. And it's another wizard. Mole Drifter, another good card to recur. Another one to... It's good on 3 mana, good on 5. Good to bounce. All sorts of stuff. Archaeomancer, another sweet wizard. I love him. Yeah, some recursion for you. More recursion would be nice, like Mystic Retrieval would be pretty sweet. So let's look at the huge pile of crap we got for removal and disruption and all sorts of stuff. So Innocent Blood, this is sweet. I love it. Innocent Blood, good stuff. Damnation, it's damnation and it kills stuff. Blasphemous Act, super cheap sweeper, kill, kill, kill. Vandal Blast, get rid of all those nasty artifacts. Chaos Warp, basically answers anything at instant speed, very nice. Bona's Hunger, this thing is sweet. This is a card I was pretty excited to play. Makes everyone like sort of kind of poxes them. Well, it's only creatures, but all your opponents have to sacrifice a bunch of stuff. If you have Ascend, otherwise it's just, I guess, just a 3-for-1, but when they have a bunch of crap out, pretty sweet, right? I mean, look at her face. She's like all super excited. She's like, yeah, I'm gonna make you sack stuff. Anyways, super cool. Eldest Reborn, this is great. Lets you recur a creature or planeswalker and it just makes your opponent sack stuff, discard stuff. Pretty sweet. Cyclonic Rift, because this is the blue deck. Negate, yep, this is a great counterspell. Counterspell, even better than Negate. That's a really great counterspell. Desertion, because I like stealing stuff. Mystic Confluence, because I like doing a lot of stuff. Encountering stuff. Disallow. Well, it's Disallow, yep. Counters triggered abilities too sometimes. Crypt Command, yep, that's a good card. O-Stone, this kills stuff. Yep. Cruel Ultimatum, this thing is sweet. This lets us recur our random dudes and says fuck you in particular to a random person, which is kind of cool. It's a sweet card. And, well, now that the rest of the ultimatums are available, because now we have the Wedge ultimatums too, so that's cool. But obviously can't play them in this deck. I just like ultimatums, so there you go. Dark Intimations, this card is sweet, and really makes me want to play with Bolas Planeswalkers. It's just like a bunch of card advantage, makes your Planeswalkers bigger when you play them, that's awesome. Silumgar's Command, another flexible command, it's card advantage. Again, another counter spell, it does everything you want. The Devil, again, flexible card. Especially like if we don't have a ton of creatures, so it can be hard to kill planeswalkers, so this will do it easily. Rakdos Charm, this thing is sweet. This thing is like definitely one of the more underrated cards I've ever played with, because it deals with graveyards, kills an artifact, or it can punish people for making like infinite creatures, or even just a large number of creatures. You can, like, say, have 10, 15 creatures. You can finish someone off or hurt them, and then other people can take care of them. But this card just does everything, which is really cool. Croesus' Charm. Again, another really super flexible card. So it bounces a permanent, nukes a non-black creature, or hits an artifact. Very flexible. Man, Croesus, what a cool guy. So let's just get on to some of the more utility, wonky kind of stuff. So, we got Torment of Hellfire. Hailfire? Hailfire. This card is sweet. This makes them either, lose a bunch of life, which it's surprising how much life you can make people lose, or they have to start sacking permanents or discarding cards, which is pretty sweet. So this thing is surprisingly strong. These kind of effects haven't really been strong typically in the past, and so this is one of those cards that looks similar to something in the past that's been bad or weak. It's actually very sweet. So this card kicks butt. Look at the Bolas on there being all sweet. Okay. Memory Plunder. This thing is awesome. No one ever expects this, because this card is like pretty unique. And you just instant speed wraths and all sorts of stuff. You can just do anything. You do anything. So this thing is awesome, and that's sweet art too. Narset's Reversal, one of my favorite cards. It can be like a pseudo counter spell. It can just do everything, copy stuff. I love it. Blatant Thievery. Take their stuff and take it. Keep taking it forever. Treachery. Take it and untap stuff. Bribery. More stealing. Oh god, I love it. Time Warp. Again, I guess you can. It's kind of an infinite combo with Archaeomancer and Crystal Shard or something, but mostly just used to set up, take an extra turn, like play a Planeswalker, and then activate it, Time Warp, and then activate it again, or cast a Wrath next turn, or something like that. Anyways. Tormod's Crypt, hate out graveyards. You can recur it with Academy Ruins. Crystal Shard for bouncing, or sometimes you bounce your other opponent's stuff, or save your stuff before you Wrath, or just do whatever. Stranglehold, just because it craps on people, which is sweet. Alright, now we got the big boys. These are some of my favorite cards. These cards are so sweet, they just do everything, and they're so brutal. So, yeah, the original Nicol Bolas Planeswalker. This thing, well, nuke stuff, -2, steal stuff, -9, I guess, is, again, fuck that person in particular. Yeah, this card's awesome. Nicol Bolas God Pharaoh, even better. More abilities, even more card advantage. The writing's a little small. But yeah, you can cast stuff for free, or make each opponent exile 2 cards, or you can hit something for 7, or opponent, I guess. Yeah, this thing is pretty awesome. Then Angrath, which is just deals some, basically makes people discard and makes them lose some life. Although the ultimate is really sweet. That's probably pretty game winning, especially if you land this late game. Although I've never done it, but it seems like that's definitely a pretty game winning play. And of course you can threaten stuff, and then you have to sack it if it's small. So that's kind of cool. Love Angrath. And then of course Rao. It's got a nice static ability, so it can little plink random things. Scry 1 is pretty nice, and then you can copy stuff. Very sweet. So that's it. That's my freaking Thraximundar deck. Like I said, there's a bunch of other stuff I want to add, like, you know, like a Vampiric Tutor and Animate Dead and stuff like that. And maybe there's a couple more creatures I want to add too, but so much stuff I want to play. So many sweet, like, Grixis colored cards. I couldn't even fit in all, apparently couldn't even fit in all my, my lands. I still need like another Polluted Delta and stuff. Oh boy. Anyways, so yeah, this thing is pretty sweet. It's silly because it just kills stuff, kind of dirty, but I love it. I love it. So hopefully you can paint your next game red with this guy. That'd be pretty sweet. So that's it, guys. So thanks for stopping by, and have a great day.